This next clip is bound to leave you uneasy. Picture yourself deep within a massive forest, the towering trees pressing in from all sides, their branches weaving a thick ceiling overhead. The air feels heavy, as if the woods themselves are holding their breath. As the video unfolds, you quickly realize this won't be a simple hike. The person filming stumbles across something strange, an odd structure made of branches, twisted and interlocked in unnatural ways. It almost looks like a shelter, but not one made by human hands. The most unsettling part? Whoever or whatever built this clearly knew what they were doing, and this is far from any trail. Suddenly, the forest seems to fall silent. The usual rustling leaves and distant bird calls just stop. Then the noises start, faint at first, but unmistakably wrong. They echo from deep within the woods, like something out of place, something not meant to be heard by us. The tension tightens like a noose, but instead of leaving, the filmer presses on. Curiosity or foolishness drives him closer to the source. The deeper he goes, the louder the noises grow, tearing through the stillness like claws against bark. Every step feels heavier, as if the trees themselves disapprove. The camera shifts toward the sound, and that's when it appears. A figure, hulking and shadowy, slips out from between the trees. It's tall, broad shoulders draped in thick, matted hair. It moves, but there's something unnatural in the way it does. My first thought is Bigfoot, but there are no clear features to confirm it. I can't even tell if it's facing the camera or if we're staring at its back. The forest feels aware now, as if the presence of this thing has drawn everything to a standstill. The person behind the camera admits he was terrified, but somehow stays put, frozen as the figure takes a slow, deliberate step closer. The air thickens with dread until survival instincts finally kick in. He bolts. Later, when the footage is slowed down, the figure's size becomes undeniable. This thing is massive. Some believe it's a skinwalker, a creature from old legends known to shift its form. Others whisper of shapeshifters, beings said to walk the line between worlds. But one question lingers. Why did it show itself here in the middle of nowhere? And that structure, could it have been built by whatever this was? Because that wasn't the work of an ordinary animal. A bear wouldn't or couldn't construct something like that. Maybe it's all a hoax, some elaborate prank. But if that's the case, someone went to unsettling lengths to pull it off. Either way, this footage keeps me wondering, and I can't shake the feeling that something is still out there. Popular Brazilian YouTuber Theo Furacão, known for his fearless explorations of abandoned and haunted places, has once again left viewers on edge with his latest investigation. This time, Theo and his team venture into an eerie, long-abandoned house wrapped in a dark local legend.
Olha essa casa, Thaís. Cara, dá arrepio, hein?
Essa porta trancada, ó. Do dia que a gente veio de dia.
Thaís, olha aqui. Tem uma corrente ali.
trancado.
The property, cloaked in stories of tragedy and vengeance, is believed to be haunted by the tormented spirits of a village sweet seller and a young girl he was accused of harming. The tale ends in bloodshed, with the girl's grieving father taking justice into his own hands. Filmed entirely at night, the video immerses viewers in the unsettling atmosphere of the decaying house.
Tem muito barulho aqui, velho. Tá com muito barulho aqui.
Caraca, mano.
Shadows stretch across the walls as Theo's team navigates the crumbling interior, their flashlights barely piercing the thick darkness. Unexplainable noises echo through the corridors, each creak and whisper raising the tension. At one point, as the team steps back inside after briefly regrouping outside, a chilling sight freezes them in place.
Thaís do céu!
O que foi? O que foi? Tiago, o que foi?
Vem aqui.
Mano, o quê? Aqui?
Aqui, ó. Tá aqui, ó. Tá aqui. Tem alguém aí.
Tem nada, Thiago. Thiago, tem nada aqui.
Eu vi um rosto aqui, cara.
Tem alguma coisa aqui? Ai!
Foi isso, Thaís?
Ai, minha cabeça! Ai, minha cabeça! Ai, minha cabeça!
O que foi?
Ai, que aquilo ali, ó! Ai!
Thaís do céu!
Ai!
A pale face stares at them from the far end of the hall. But when they rush to investigate, the room is empty. No footprints, no signs of anyone. The intensity reaches a boiling point when, out of nowhere, an object flies across the room and strikes one of the team members. The sudden aggression stuns them. What felt like a curious spirit moments before now feels hostile and dangerous. They exchange nervous glances, silently questioning whether to continue or leave while they still can.
Eu vi um rosto.
Tem certeza, cara?
Tenho.
Theo Furakao's chilling encounter has gripped his audience, sparking debate and speculation. Viewers are left to wonder, will Theo and his team dare to return for another investigation? Until then, the eerie footage lingers in the minds of all who watched, leaving behind more questions than answers. All right, picture this. It's you and a group of friends stepping into an old, abandoned tunnel, curiosity pulling you deeper with each step. The air feels thick, almost suffocating, and the heavy silence makes even the faintest sounds echo unnaturally. Darkness presses in from all sides, and with every inch forward, it feels like something is watching. Then, from the shadows, it happens. Something steps out. It's not human, not even close. The thing that emerges looks like it crawled straight out of a nightmare, its twisted form flickering in the dim light. The camera catches it just as it lunges forward, pale, slick skin glistening as its small, glowing eyes lock onto the lens. Around its mouth, strange tendrils whip and coil in the air, like antennae, but alive. The way it moves is wrong, like a blend of serpent and dragon, slithering with unnatural grace. It's hard to describe, as if it belongs to no creature we've ever known. Some say it's a mythical beast, a dragon lurking in the shadows of forgotten places. Rumors spread that the video was taken in China, sparking talk of ancient legends coming to life. Others dismiss it as CGI, just another elaborate internet trick. But I don't know. Something about it feels too real, too raw, and that's what unsettles me the most. Could this be evidence of something we're not meant to see? A species that's lived hidden in the depths of the earth, waiting for the right moment to surface? Ever since this video appeared, the line between fiction and reality feels thinner. Do you believe there are creatures buried beneath us, waiting in the dark?
The Ghosts of London. Facebook page recently shared a trail cam photo that has left viewers feeling uneasy and full of questions. Originally taken in October 2023, the image was posted by an anonymous user, and what it shows is hard to explain. The black and white photo, captured by a motion-activated trail camera, seems ordinary at first glance. In the foreground, the poster's brother is seen walking through a wooded area. But look closer, and you'll notice something disturbing lurking in the background. Just off to the right, partially hidden by the thick foliage, stands a shadowy figure. Its outline hints at a humanoid shape, yet the details are hazy. The figure blends into the darkness, making it difficult to tell whether it's really there or just a trick of the light. The most unsettling part? The poster's brother insists he was completely alone at the time. He recalls no strange noises, no movement, nothing out of the ordinary during his walk. Since the photo surfaced, it sparked heated debate online. Some believe the eerie silhouette is a classic case of pareidolia, when the brain tricks you into seeing familiar shapes in random patterns. But others aren't so sure. To them, this could be undeniable evidence of something paranormal. Could it be the lingering spirit of someone connected to the land? Or perhaps a shadow person, one of the dark entities often associated with supernatural lore? Trail cameras are designed to capture wildlife, but every so often they snap something far more mysterious. The fact that the brother remembers nothing unusual adds a layer of intrigue to this already chilling photo. As with many paranormal encounters, the truth remains shrouded in mystery. Whether you see a trick of the mind or a glimpse of the unknown, one thing is certain: this image leaves viewers questioning what might be hiding just beyond the edges of our sight.
All right, this next clip is downright chilling. Picture this, just a group of friends enjoying their spring break in a pool in Mexico, laughing and snapping photos. Everything seems normal at first, but take a closer look at the pictures. Behind them, just barely in frame, stands a figure. The problem, none of them remember anyone else being there. And when they go underwater, no shadow, no movement, nothing. Whoever or whatever that is, wasn't supposed to be there. Curiosity turns to unease, and they manage to convince a front desk attendant to show them the CCTV footage from the pool. The grainy footage flickers to life, capturing the group splashing and laughing. But there it is again, that figure standing perfectly still right behind them, watching. Here's the strangest part. On the footage, the figure never enters or exits the pool. It just appears. And when they check the comments online, it only gets worse. Others have seen something similar, figures lingering in the background of their photos. silent, unmoving. I don't know about you, but this one stuck with me. There's something unsettling about the way it just stands there, like it knows exactly what it's doing. This next clip is wild, sent in by a guy we'll call Chuck. We exchanged emails back and forth, and I pieced together the story as best as I could. I have to say, it left me rattled. First off, Mount Weather. If you know, you know. But I had no clue, and I live in Virginia. I'm into weird stuff, conspiracies, all of it, so not knowing about this place, that's embarrassing. But now that I do, I wish I didn't. Mount Weather is officially called the Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center. It's hidden deep in Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains, and FEMA uses it as a command facility. It's a bunker designed to keep the government running during national emergencies, even nuclear war. Sounds straight out of a movie, right? Well, Mount Weather has been around since the Cold War, part of the government's plan to stay alive if disaster strikes. But here's the thing, no one really knows what happens inside. The secrecy has sparked all kinds of rumors. Some say it's more than just a bunker. It's a hidden base for a shadow government, ready to take over if things fall apart. Others believe it's a massive surveillance hub, tracking everything we do. There are whispers that it's a safe haven for the elite during major disasters, leaving the rest of us behind. And then there are the darker theories, mind control experiments, even secret meetings with aliens. It sounds far-fetched, but with a place this locked down, anything feels possible. Now, back to Chuck. He lives near Mount Weather, out in Clark County. One night, his security camera caught something strange, a figure moving along a narrow path behind his house. At first, he thought it was just a bear, but as he looked closer, something didn't sit right. The way it moved, it wasn't normal. Chuck has lived there for over 20 years and seen plenty of bears. This wasn't one of them. "It didn't walk like a bear," he said. "It was too precise, too aware, like it was thinking." The footage showed a large, hairy creature moving on all fours, but there was something off about it. Its fur looked uneven, almost artificial. Its face was long, stretched in a way that didn't make sense. The longer Chuck stared at the image, the more unsettled he became. It wasn't just the way it looked, it was the way it felt. What disturbed Chuck the most was how close his home was to Mount Weather. "People talk," he said. "Rumors about strange experiments, creatures, even aliens." He never believed it, not until now. "I don't go outside at night anymore," Chuck admitted. "If that thing came from Mount Weather, I don't want to know what else is out there." He showed the footage to local authorities. You can probably guess how that went. They told him it was a bear. Chuck laughed. "I know what a bear looks like. This wasn't a bear." He attached another photo in his email, this one taken by a friend. It's worse. The creature is clearer, larger. The photo was taken about a mile from Mount Weather's perimeter fence. You can see barbed wire in the background. Chuck's friend showed it to authorities too. They said it was a large dog. A dog? Chuck's not buying it. I'm not sure I do either. I don't know, guys. These photos, they give me the creeps. Maybe it's nothing, or maybe it's something we're not supposed to see. Either way, this feels like a cover-up.